It's a great time to be alive if you're a gaming maniac. A fresh new lineup for the upcoming games was released in this year's Summer Games Fest, and the fans are going crazy waiting for their favorite one to come out. In the leaks section of Internet News, a brand new update has come out regarding the highly anticipated game, Overwatch 2. Let's see what we can find out. First up, what do we know so far about Overwatch 2? So what do we know so far about the highly acclaimed first-person shooter game from Blizzard Entertainment? Overwatch 2's predecessor was undeniably one of the most talked about first-person shooter games of all time. It entertained over 50 million players in a very short time, making it an achievement of its own. So it was pretty evident that if a remake or a sequel was in the pipes, it had to be big. No, bigger than before. Since the announcement of Overwatch 2, the gaming community has gone completely nuts over presuming what the potential storyline, characters, gameplay, or arcs would be. As for the missions and the campaign, the length of it is currently unknown, but the developers did confirm that the story mode will feature a 4-player, player versus environment, or PvE-based format. This means that a 4-player team that will mainly consist of your geek friends will have to complete objectives and defeat the game's big bad. Even though Blizzard released a gameplay trailer that highlighted the most important parts, players and critics didn't have much to go on with in terms of in-game performance and PvE content. The trailer did give an insight about hero missions, which are a series of missions that will help players complete objectives and complete the campaign. The gaming community had been kept in the dark about Overwatch 2 for a while, but recently there have been several info leaks that have kept the fans busy. There's several potential beta and character leaks that have gotten everyone nuts. Fortunately, the fans' thirst was quenched as Blizzard announced the first Overwatch 2 beta access, which would be given to a lucky few chosen gamers who will be invited to test out one of the most popular games of this year. And it's not even out yet. Next, we have the rumors about Overwatch 2 beta. The Overwatch 2 beta version is all the rage since the Battle.net client received an internal update on the 31st of January 2022, which was then caught by the BlizzTrack bot. The update indicated that the current versions of the game had updated to version 2.0. It happened to the internal development client, but was quickly reverted back to the 1.5 dev version. But players were quick to catch the fact that if a game suddenly jumped ahead 5 versions, it could only mean that it was a beta build for the game. The OWL team soon confirmed the rumors, and some pro players would be able to play an early build of the game. This means that some very fortunate souls on this planet will have access to the beta. It was first rumored that the beta version would be released sometime in February, but soon another leak came out. Why wouldn't they patch these leaks? Anyway, this anonymous source said that the public beta release was slated for early March, while the announcement would come in February. Another leak that came from someone named Worse Sombra fueled the rumors and claimed that the leaked info was legit. Fast forward to April, the internet broke when it was announced that Overwatch 2 beta invites would start heading out on April 26th, and the beta access will be given through Twitch drops from Pokemon, XQC, and other streamers. Those players who are already weeping their nights out should chill, because Twitch drops aren't the end of the world. Thanks to the Overwatch League opening, players still have a chance for Overwatch 2 beta access. The beta version is currently for PCs only, but fear not, our fellow console holders, because there are future plans for console tests, but later. As for PCs, if you have access to the beta, you should have a decent PC with an installed copy of Overwatch. The initial rumors and reports indicate that the beta will continue to run until May 17th, but that completely depends on the testing needs. The good news is there will be plenty of betas to go around if you unluckily missed out on this one. Only a handful of regions have been selected to grace the players with the first Overwatch 2 beta, including Europe, Japan, Taiwan, North America, Southeast Asia, Australia, New Zealand, Korea, and Latin America. Coming up next, Overwatch 2 beta release sign-up explained. Whilst the sequel has some of the best qualities of the original game, many players think that there are some structural problems in the Overwatch 2 beta. But not to worry, because that's why we have beta versions, right? To test the waters and perfect what can be perfected. As for those who are frothing over not getting to play Overwatch 2 beta, should know that there's a second wave coming. That's right, after the first Overwatch 2 beta, the second beta is available as of 28th of June 2022. Of course, that's only for players who've been selected for the invite and have successfully gained access to the beta on PC or console. Yes, both PC and console. Celebrations all around! Well, the game will be available to the public after its full release, but if you've signed up for the beta, you might have access to the game for free. If you haven't been selected, don't be too down, because Blizzard has stated that their goal is to give access to all those players who have opted into the beta by no later than the 14th of July. Since there are multiple waves of players, it's best to keep checking your email associated with your Battle.net login. But if you have purchased the Watchpoint pack on your console or PC, you are the luckiest person in the world, because that means guaranteed and immediate access to the Overwatch 2 beta after its launch. As for the sign-up access, we've already explained that there are 2 ways. Purchase the Overwatch Watchpoint pack or sign up for the access before 28th of June. Now, anyone with access can play with their Battle.net account on their selected region and platform. Only a handful of players were selected to take part in the first beta, but there will be a first wave of larger access that will start on the 5th of July. The Overwatch 2 beta will likely run from the 20th of June to the 18th of July, but the end date isn't permanent, and the date may extend based on testing needs. Up next, we have an info leak about a potential Overwatch 2 character. Overwatch 2 has been surrounded by many leaks, especially the ones surrounding potentially new characters. The beta has a successful run, with more waves of players expected to come in soon. The leak came from the French Overwatch content creator, Potzeka, and the info was linked to an interview conducted with a few developers working on the game. So it was basically confirmed that after Junker Queen, Mauga would be the new tank hero for the upcoming first-person shooter game. Junker Queen's edition leak came from a verified Overwatch streamer who goes by the name Fifi, who also revealed her primary weapons and a few gameplay details of the character. As for Mauga, the newest character to set fire to the Overwatch community is rumored to be a talent-heavy assault and will come across as a big dumb brute. Most of which that's known about him comes through Baptista, who's his former friend. Mauga seems like the most obvious choice if there's plans to add a tank hero to the slate. To keep the spirits alive, there will likely be more leaks and reveals before the game's early access release in October. Now it's time to discuss what's new in Overwatch 2. Overwatch is hands down one of the most popular shooter games of all time, and fans are expecting Overwatch 2 to live up to the hype. While the sequel has kept almost everything good from its predecessor, including maps and characters, there will be changes that will obviously divide the gaming community. As for the changes, a few things have been featured in the beta. It includes 5v5 matches, 2 new hybrid maps, a new ping system, hero reworks for Sombra, Doomfist, Orisa, and Bastion, and more new hero looks. Players will also be introduced to 2 new heroes, crossplay between PC and console, and 1 new escort map. Hope the gamers have a field day with this one. Next up, Overwatch 2 controversial character changes. No one can outrun controversy, not even games. Even though the gaming community has been waiting forever for the sequel, some players aren't happy about a few things. The biggest talking about the latest beta for the game has been the changes to Symmetra. Obviously, a few characters were reworked for the big release, but that didn't sit well with the fans as they think that the character was heavily nerfed in the process. Not just Symmetra, but players also have an ugly scowl for Morta and Mercy changes as well. Fans had all sorts of suggestions and feedback for Blizzard on various forums. But let's see what the developers put forward in the early access. That's a wrap for this video. Are you excited about Overwatch 2? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one. Bye!